am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. I pledge to find and connect with my center. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior and to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, my teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace. Alright, y'all, I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I'm your host, Brother Hatim, coming at you live and direct right now. We are streaming on Facebook. We are on Spreaker. Those of you guys out there that might not want to talk, but you want to listen to the whole show, feel free to call in. Feel free. Well, you call in. You don't have to talk. You can mute your mic. Call in at 556-4535. Lines are open. Will be open at 9:15. I'll be taking comments at 9:15. All right. First things first, this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatim. This is Tribal Quotes 1/4/2017, the first Tribal Quotes of the new year. Oh my God. And this is a Heart of a Symbol production, where we strive, and I mean strive, to blow up your old paradigm. Where we strive
to blow up your old paradigm.
Say it again, say it again.
When we strive to blow up our own paradigm.
Alright, you heard it from Gina's mouth herself. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. That's all we doing. Because these paradigms are keeping us trapped. And there's plenty of news for us to go through until some of y'all start coming on. And if you don't come on, I still will cover what's inside of the African openness to the Tree of Life, right? So we are on Establishing Life Through the Knowledge of the Energies. This is chapter 5, and we are on, didn't mark it. Okay. Ooh, okay, yeah. This is going to be a good show. This is going to be a good show. Life changer. You know what I'm saying? If you slow coming, that's cool. Alright. So, first things first. Let's cover the news. Let's cover the news. As a matter of fact, let me put a comment up. I done got modern, right? I got modern on y'all. So I'm just going to post up real quick the number. 614-556-4535. Or is it 566? Hold on, let me check. Uber. Yep, it's 556. I'm cool. Alright, cool. Alright. So, the lines are open and waiting. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep it popping, keep it moving like nothing ever happened. Alright, so, let's get into the news. Alright, first off, I updated the calendar. If you go to Gye-Nyame Journey, follow us, please, please, please. Follow us on Gye-Nyame Journey. Go to the timeline so that you can follow the news that I'm posting up. So I just updated the updated January calendar, right? On the January calendar, I have replaced the days of the week with, of course, the Nguzo Saba. Because I believe that we start taking over by grabbing small things, right? We could grab the days of the week. We could have our own secret language when we talk about, yo, it's Ujima today. It's Ujima today, right? Everybody don't have to understand what we talking about. Shouts out to Miss Monica Lynmore Brown. What's up, cousin? Shouts out to Larry Hickman. Larry Hickman Johnson. Is that Big Larry? How you doing, man? Thank you for joining us. All right, so now. So I took the calendar and I basically put the Nguzo Saba in place. Those 7 principles of Kwanzaa, right, in place of the days of the week. So today is Ujima, right, collective work and responsibility. So every day of the week we got a principle to focus on. But what I also put on this calendar, right, is I put the English translation of the Swahili words. All right, I'll pronounce it for you in a second. I put the M7, which is a principal system we use at our school. We call it the Millennium 7, which is based on the Nguzo Saba. I put the colors of the week. I put the 7 laws of Ma'at, or the 7 principles of Ma'at, and I also put the 7 laws of the 7 hermetic laws, right? So each one of them have a day. So just for Sister Monica, right? Here you go. The first day, Monday, oh, my fault, what was known as Monday, I took it over because I discovered it. I discovered the days of the week just like Columbus discovered America. I just moved in and took the shit over, right? Umoja, Kujichagulia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kuumba, Imani.
All right? Those are the 7 days. So also, let me go and click it so I can get it bigger, because I want to make sure I get everything right for you, right? There we go. I also have on the bottom of the list, I have the English definitions: unity, self-determination, collective worker responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Then I also added 7 laws of Ma'at: truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony, which is 7, just like the Nguzo Sabbath. I also put the colors of the days: violet for Moja, indigo for Kujichagulia. I got blue for Ijima. I got green for Ujima. I got yellow for Nia. I got orange for Kuumba. I got red for Imani. Okay, I'll type the website out for you. Last but not least, I got the 7 Hermetic laws: mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Each one of them have a day of the week. So you don't want to use the Nguzo Sabbath. I'm cool with that. Put your own principles on there. But we have to conquer the days of the week. We have to. We have to conquer the days of the week. When we start setting our parameters, when we start setting our borders, we start empowering ourselves. And this all starts symbolically, because I need y'all to understand the West Asian. And for those that don't understand what I mean when I say West Asian, I want to show you the power of Kujichagulia, self-determination, right? And Ujima, collective worker responsibility. White folks, or also known as Europeans, right, decided that they was going to make themselves different. So they took a piece of land, connected to another piece of land, and called it something else. When you look on the map, there is no Europe. There's only Asia. They carved themselves out and claimed to be Europeans, when Europe does not exist. Europe is a figment of our and their collective imagination. Europe is nothing but West Asia. If you don't believe me, look on the map. That's called defining yourself for yourself. That's what they did. And they got that from us. Now I'm doing it. So I'm taking the days of the week and I'm saying, hell with the Nordic gods. I like the myths. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm focusing on my principles, and I'm calling for my people to focus on the principles, right? Take the Nguzo Sabbath challenge. Take the 7 principle challenge. And I'm telling you right now, you'll feel different as you walking through, and you like, man, it's Ujima. Man, it's Nia. You focusing on your principles. You focusing on building you. And that's what we need, right? Because before we get our hands on money, we got to get our minds right, or we going to blow that money. We got to get our minds right. So let's get into the news a little bit, because the news, oh my God, I got one for you. I got to share with you. Now I'm telling you, the lines are open. The lines will be open in about 15 minutes. Hold on. So I'm gonna type out, it's Gye-Nyame.com. I wish somebody was out there to help me out, because I hate stopping the show so that I could but for you, Monica, for people that's watching, I'm doing it. So what I want to do is, I got to find it now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Everybody posting up on my timeline now. Okay, thanks, Allende, for liking the video. All right, here we go. So I'm about to post it up right now. Comment. Gye-Nyame.com. G-Y is a small G. But this thing won't let me do it all the time. Gye-Nyame journey.com. That's where you find my blog, you find my books, you find everything. All right. Shouts out to Ricky. Shouts out to Larry Hickman. Shouts out to Monica again. Shouts out to Allende Afrique. Shouts out to Mike Surgeon. All right. So let's go into the news, y'all, because this is going to tickle you, man. Some of this news right here is going to tickle you. I have one that's going to make some people mad. Y'all really, if you have to go to Gye-Nyame Journey timeline to read the whole article, because I'm not going to burn up your time and read the whole article when y'all can read it, but I just want to introduce it to you. One of the things I do is I always try to go through and get some good news. But for some reason, my computer is freezing on me. All right, well, our sound is still up. All right, hell with that. I got another method. You can't stop a mad genius like myself, right? Can't stop the urban shaman. Oh, all my shit freezing. Okay, cool. There you go. All right, cool. Come on out. Cool, come on out. All right, so I'm going to go to the news. Is it working yet? Nope, it's not working yet. All right, cool. I'm going to go. Come on out. All right. I had all this stuff set up before the show. But what happens is, once I start airing, all types of madness start happening. So stay tuned because these proverbs are dope. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, cool. So my timeline popped up on my little handy dandy tablet, but it's still moving slow too. Here we go. So we already talked about the calendar. So feel free to download the calendar. If you want it in a PDF form, I will send it to you. I have no problems with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to support all the people that are trying to support me. So the first article I want to cover is by this African sister. And she say, why are black people obsessed with the Bible that was used to enslave them? Did y'all hear what I said? Oh my God. Look, you got to read the article. You ain't got to agree with the article, but you got to read the article, okay? Now, here we go. Damn, my kids got a lot of tabs open. All right. When I became a born-again Christian in 2008, I started studying the Bible, word for word. I would spend hours a day reading all comments from all the verses I studied. The more I studied the Bible, the more I realized that most of the Christians around me did not believe everything that was in the Bible. It was either they did not know half of the Bible or they knew and choose to ignore. As a person who always thought deeply about things, it was crystal clear to me that half of the Bible was very disturbing to the human mind. If today's people live by the Bible rules from Genesis to Revelation, they will be deemed mentally unstable, barbaric, or even evil. If a man raped a woman, their punishment was to marry the woman by paying a dowry to the father. It was irrelevant whether the woman loved the man or not. There was no such thing as a human rights as we know it today. In wars, the Israelites would kill their enemies, including the women, the children, and the women and the children without mercy, and would take the virgins to be their wives. The Bible character Lot offered his own virgin daughter to be gang raped by men of Sodom so that the angel of the Lord would be spared. But in the eyes of God, he was a righteous man. Hold on. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. She posted some questions that I think people need to ponder. Because she started going into slavery and stuff like that. So I want y'all to understand. This is an excellent article. Go and read it. If you want to be... Alright, As I finish the article, I leave my readers with only 2 questions. Why are black people so obsessed with the Bible, which is the book that caused their suffering? And why is it that they are the only people who, when holding the Bible, refuses to question anything or think? Shouts out to Bob Bridges. Thank you for joining us. Look. That article by itself is a show. But I'm not going to do a show on that. What I'm going to do a show on is what I'm doing a show on. Everything is freezing on me, y'all. I'm telling you. The spirit is hot up in here. Everything is freezing. All right, cool. All right, my phone, my tablet is working once again. I have freed myself. Here we go. Bernie Sanders just printed a gigantic Trump tweet and brought it to the Senate floor. So, love you too, Bob. All right, check that article out. I finally started getting up and doing my knots. I did a Pratt knot this morning. That's the easiest knot going. Anybody want to learn how to tie knots? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's connected to my Facebook page. All right? Or you can just look up Hotel, right? But tomorrow morning, I'm going to build up on the Pratt knot. So every time I do a knot, I'm going to build up on it, and we're going to experiment. Because a lot of these knots, I don't even know the names of them. But I become comfortable enough with it so that we can start tying them. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is teach you how to think in the Pratt knot. Like, this is not the Pratt knot that I did this morning. This is the same tie that I did this morning. But this is not the same Pratt knot. I know how to make it thicker. And I'm going to teach you how to make it as thick as you want. All right? Almost as thick as you want, depending on how much tie you got. All right? Check out my show from this morning for the Nguza Saba Challenge. I'll probably do those for the rest of the week, depending on how people take it. Now, another article that caught my eye was something I heard on NPR. Roger Marshall was being sworn in today, and his son, while he was being sworn in, started doing the dab. Now, I know y'all like, what that got to do with Gye-Nyame journey? What that got to do with what we talking about? What that has to do with what we're talking about is this. The power of culture, right? Because even when they're being sworn in, guess whose culture show up? This is our ancestors sending us a message. We are onto something by getting into this culture and understanding that what our young people do, other young people do. We're able to move the world. People dress like us. People act like us. All we have to do is be confident in who the hell we are. You know what I'm saying? And start expressing it and start making sure that we put the messages in there that we need. I ain't saying it got to be all positive, but there has to be some balance. All right? So we're going to stop right there. If you missed the show last night, go back and check it out on YouTube or, no, my fault. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's also on Facebook Live. So we're going to get into the Proverbs. Before we get into Proverbs, I got to say a special thanks to my sponsor, that Ambrosia. They forced me to drink this. I don't know why they forced me to drink this drink. But I'm going to drink it because it's good. It's good. But every time I do a show, the sponsor comes up behind me and say, we're going to cancel our sponsorship of your show if you don't take a sip of that Ambrosia. Right now, I am doing the Justice League, what we call the Justice League here at Gye-Nyame. That was water. I forgot to drink it earlier. Stay up on your water. Stay watered. This right here is the lemon, lime, and ginger. Let's see. What I started doing was letting them sit a little bit longer. Because what started to happen, they started overflowing. So this is the lemon, lime, and ginger. Oh my God. Woo, I put a lot of ginger in that one. All right. So now, what I'm going to do, oh my God, Uber conference done hung up on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Uber conference lines. For those that want to call in, 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. During the conversation, you're going to be surprised on what you learn. Trust me. Trust me. Because the African openness to the tree of life is no joke. It's a life changer, right? But you got to be open. Because these ones are going to be short. Usually they're long. These ones are going to be short. And we're going to make the show kind of short. Hopefully y'all can hear it ringing. I'm opening the line.
You are the first participant on the call. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
Why is it echoing? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Why are you echoing? Oh, I know why. Boom. Now I know why it's echoing. I done solved the echo problem, so feel free to call in. All right. So, here we go. Woo. Get you some ambrosia, a sip of immortality. All right. Make sure I'm on the right one. First proverb for the day. Energy is the force of life, said the knowledge holders. Next one. Energy brings distinction to matter, say the knowledge holders. Sound, the engine. Oh, y'all can't hear me? I'm sorry. Check 1, check 2. Check 1. Oh, yeah, the engineer. Yeah, I am the engineer. I was kind of asleep. And 3, the child seen as material cannot be raised. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Share this show. Because all of y'all got friends that treat their children like material. We're going to get into that one. I'm saving that one for last. Because that one right there is a hot one. Here we go. Energy brings distinction. My fault. No, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh, man, there's another one after that. So we might have to do 4. The child seen as material is denied life, says the knowledge holders. Energy brings distinction to matter. Energy is the force of life. That's 1. Energy brings distinction to matter. That's 2. The child seen as material cannot be raised. That's 3. The child seen as material is denied life. All right, let's go with 1. Energy is the force of life. That may sound simple, but it's not, right? Because many of us think, like when we think energy, we thinking about a lot of food that we're eating right now. Because think about it. When we eat, why do we eat? We eat to get energy. Where does the energy come from? The energy that fuels the earth, even the energy we put in our cars, comes from the sun. We are a solar engine. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Well, the fruits and vegetables we eat are fueled by the sun. They take that light and they transform it into energy that we can digest. The animals that we eat the plants. In eating the plants, we eat them and we get the energy third party from the sun. So energy brings distinction to matter. No, my fault. Energy is the force of life. Now, many of us are going out here getting these processed foods. I'm guilty of it too. Doritos. I mean, we're getting all these processed food. And these foods have been basically removed, almost totally removed, and totally dyed, and totally processed to where the energy in it is non-existent. So what we're eating empty calories. Now, if this says energy is the force of life, many of us are not providing our body with the energy. And because maybe we're so docile in the way that we allow the system to treat us, because our diets does not provide us the energy so that we could become a force. Maybe we're not eating enough real food. The energy that we get, energy brings distinction to matter. When we look at energy, like for example, different things and different types of people have different types of energy, and we're able to pick up on that too, right? We know when you walk in a room and you sitting with a dirty person. I ain't just talking about smell. I'm talking about in their behaviors. You know when you're sitting with a dirty person. You know when you're sitting with somebody that's going to try to take advantage of you. For those that want to join the conversation, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. I see my sister Gloria Long is on the line. Feel free to call in. Mr. Bridges, feel free to call in, because this is an open show. This is your show, right? This is why I do it. I stream it live as a podcast, and I stream it live on Facebook so that I can make sure people know that this is how I'm nation building now. I'm no longer sitting in meetings and stuff like that no more. I'm broadcasting what I know. We all got to broadcast what we know. All right? Energy brings distinction to matter. Every form of matter has a different, in a sense, a different type of energy, but that energy all comes from one source, the sun. The sun. And depending on the type of energy that's in it, will distinguish that matter from everything else. Like your skin, like your lungs, like your liver. You need to get you some live food, like that ambrosia, that cool, refreshing drink. You know, it's a live beverage. It's alive. When the last time you ate something alive? When the last time you put something green in your mouth? Or red? Or bright orange? Or yellow? Right? That hasn't been necessarily treated by individuals that don't have your best interests at heart. Listen, a strategy of war for a long time has been to poison your enemy. You will have individuals sneak into the enemy camp and poison the damn water. Poison whatever they could. Contaminate everything. Why? Because our army can't fight if it's sick. And I'm saying to you, according to our ancestors, if energy brings distinction to matter, the energy that we are producing, the energy that we are eating on to fuel our bodies is giving us the distinction of being sick, being weak, being able to be herded in a certain direction. If that don't piss you off, I don't know what will. Family, we got to start getting together and we got to start eating right. I mean, and listen, I'm not even saying you got to give up all the stuff. I'm not one of those that's very judgmental. But you have to start providing your body with quality fuel. So if you're going to eat some Doritos, go spend just as much or more money and get you some healthy nuts. Get you a healthy drink. Or make it yourself. Grow a garden. And go back there and get something that you loved. Or buy something from somebody who has a garden, who has put love in it. We got to upgrade our energy. Let's move to the next one, because look, I know you're going to want to call in on a few of these. Oh, my fault. The first one is energy is the force of life. We won't have to do that one because we kind of covered that, and energy brings distinction to matter. But now let's go into this one, because this is going to be a short show. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Where my lightning at? Listen to that proverb. See, I keep on telling you, our ancestors, man, got crystallized wisdom. Get this book. It's called The African Openings to the Tree of Life. I'm going to read that proverb again. I'm trying to tell you right now, listen to me. Listen to me. I don't get no money off of this book. I don't get no money off of it. This book is a life changer. Listen to this. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Tell me, how does our education system see our children? How do many of our parents treat our children? Children seen as material cannot be raised. Children as used as a weapon cannot be, because you see them as a material. Our children are turning out because we're not recognized. Oh my God. Today is Ujima. But in the M7, today is respect. It's respect day. And when we look at the definition of respect, respect means, when you break it down, again, look, re-inspect. Look again. Our children may be rebelling. Our children may be giving some of us problems because we are seeing them as material. And by not seeing them, and by seeing them as material, we are giving them the highest level of disrespect. And why should they listen? The ancestors say a child seen as material cannot be raised. How about educated? How about medicated? I'm medicating you because you can't be raised. You can't be controlled. Why? Because I see you as material, a wild thing. Is that part of the issue? Could that be part of the issue in our community? That we're looking at our children in the wrong way. We're not looking at them as babies. We're not looking at them as humans. I'm going to work the system. To the next, those that want to call in. Yeah, but that's on me. That's
folks tell you just, or is it that you just get?
They said the phone is echoing. Hold on. I'm about to take care of that. Go ahead.
So I wanted to comment on the proverb that you just read.
Right.
And what it made me think of is how as people's wealth was determined on how large their families was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more children you had, the more hands you would have to assist, so the more profitable you would be. So that was the first thing that came to mind, and how we have turned away from that. And then the next thing that came to mind is just thinking about how sometimes we as parents pour our expectations, what we want into our kids, and we don't never listen to what they want or what they want to do, or what they like. We don't listen. We're just, I think when I think of that word material, I'm thinking of objectifying, making them objects, right? Where we impress upon them, but we don't take time to understand that they too impress upon us. That they, they're the future leaders. And so it just kind of made me, again, just think about how we put all of this on our children, and then sometimes we're surprised. We're surprised and feel let down when things don't turn out like we planned them, and I just think that's great.
Listen, folks, taught us. The child seen as material cannot be raised. Our ancestors, that is not the problem. Never does anybody any good. Whether you rich or poor. Stinking thinking is still stinking thinking. And what comes from stinking thinking is the very thing. Stinking thinking is denied life. Did y'all hear me? I don't think y'all heard me. I just came up with a way to solve the problem with what's going on with this disconnection and reconnection, other than me coming out another in their humanity, so that we can start reaping the harvest of their humanity. Because right now, it's not the harvest of humanity. Think about this. A lot of y'all on the line are old now. Well, we're reaping money so that you get out of my house. Eating system we use, that was the quality of meat. That standard come from the quality of meat and the quality of products. We shuffle our children into little rooms every day and want them to pay attention. Hold on, somebody talking. Hold on, I can't hear you. Hello? Oh, somebody playing my show. All right, is that me? All right. So listen, share the show, y'all. Share the show. Listen, now, last. The child seen as material is denied life, said the knowledge holders. Denied life. When we look at our children as material,
denied life.
We deny them. All right, Mike Surge, to be raised implies to become genuinely elevated in consciousness, knowledge, wisdom, and over and understanding. One love, keep teaching. Mild rules. Hey, man, you might need to start the the Mayat Daily Challenge or something. Because on my calendar, I have the 7 laws of Mayat. So those people that don't want to use the Nguzi Saba, use the 7 laws of Mayat. Truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order. Now we step in harmony. 7 of them. 7 days. Just like Columbus, I discovered the days of the week, and I'm claiming them for us. That's what we gotta do, because that's what they do. They took a lot of that away. The A, B, C's, and D's. You know what I'm saying? Huh? How do you judge a human being? Is there something extra? Or do we just rely on how it looks and its output? A grading system is about output. A job system is about output. Hell, many of us spent our whole life being seen as material. Being something that was supposed to be shaped and molded. Because my ancestors tell me that I was born with everything I needed. But of course, I was told that I had to go and learn all this stuff. Well, how is it that I was born with everything I need, but I have to, you know what I'm saying? What's crazy to me is, right, I never seen birds sit down in a class to learn to fly. I never seen fish in the ocean to learn how to swim. You know what I'm saying? I never seen them in the school. I know some smart ass out there gonna be like, schools got fish. I mean, fish got schools, but that ain't the type of school we talking about. Right? Human beings are only ones that are being taught to live. To do what we was naturally created to do. And what doubles it for us and makes it even more horrible is that we are being trained and raised by others. I know you go home and used to go home and sleep with in your black home, but the whole rest of your existence, at least almost 12 hours a day, was spent in somebody else's reality, being viewed as material. Being viewed as material. Maybe many of us are dead. Maybe I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Check my pulse. Want to make sure. You know, I think I might have survived, but I think we can save this next generation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because these children got hearts. They got big hearts, man. I mean, they hard-headed. They hard, but as they say, the child seen as material can't be raised. They've been seen as material. So when you approach them a lot of times, even the way we approach each other is like material. Many of us don't even speak. I mean, think about that. I mean, a lot of us don't even communicate and ask people how they're doing. He said, so how do we invest in the youth to get the most out of them, and at the same time, the parents have a sense of fulfillment? Now, that's where, until we start establishing our own institution, that's where we start gathering on the weekends. This is why I put out, also I got another challenge. I know you, brother, I tell you got all these challenges. I call it 224 self-help process. 2 hours every 24 hours need to be dedicated to you doing something to build yourself up. Part of building yourself up is giving time to others. In some form or fashion, if all of us, just out of all 3 of y'all that's listening to me today, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was a little bit more. All the people that listen to me on Spreaker, that I'm going to end up losing my fan base on Spreaker, my small fan base, the tens and tens of people that listen to me around the world, right? Because they keep on dropping my signal. Well, anyway, if just a few people that is tuned in to us right now were to spend 2 hours every day working on our personal and our community liberation. 2 hours. That'll be 8 hours spent towards our liberation. 8 hours towards us becoming better people. You know what I'm saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. See, we don't need these big complicated plans that a lot of these talking heads be. No. Work 2 hours a day on you. Read. Read to somebody else. Read with somebody. 2 hours every day, because the system is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to keep you pinned down. To make sure that you don't wake up. I'm saying at least spend 2 hours on you. Wake up, meditate, and pray. Say a pledge. Make up a pledge for yourself. Make some promises that you say to yourself every day. Change the days of the week. Do something. Read a book. Share a book. You don't have to, I ain't going to necessarily join an organization, but that would be good. Support a black business in some form of fashion. Get on Facebook and share some positive shit. How about that? I got plenty of likes. I need some goddamn shares. Please, spread the word. I don't need your likes. I need your shares. I need to get in your circles, right? Because there's ways that we can start raising consciousness, but we jump right by them because they're not complicated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. What I'm talking about is not as complicated as Obamacare, but y'all fight like hell to keep Obamacare. When if you spend 2 hours a day working on you, you wouldn't need that shit. Just being honest. Take 20 minutes and look at your finances every day. Get one of the apps like Acorns. I sent out a link for Acorns, right? Everybody just, you know what I'm saying? Well, you boom, boom, boom. Look, I don't give a shit whether I get the bonus because you're on it or not. The point is, we have to start learning how to work with money and invest. Right? Right? Am I wrong? You know, not only invest our money, but invest in our minds. When the last time a lot of y'all read books out there? Huh? When the last time you came up with original thought? When the last time you been in ritual? Right? See, in the Native American community, one of the things I love, man, whenever I go visit one of my Native American friends, right? My Native American family, hell with the friendship, they do ceremony. Brother Tim, where you been? Come on in. We doing ceremony. You got the sweat. Boom, boom, boom. We do ceremony. Ritual. If it ain't nothing but me, they'll take me out and they will go into ceremony. Where's our ceremonies? Right? At one point in time, we would sit down and we would drink tea or coffee and we would have a conversation, a healing conversation, where I would be able to get stuff off my chest or you would be able to get stuff off your chest, and we could look into each other's, you know, like, I can't remember what sister she wrote the book. Oh my God. It's not the new Jim Crow. It's post-traumatic slave syndrome, where she talks about the ceremony where African men, or when two Africans would come together, they would ask the question, how are the children? Back to the proverb, the child seen as material is denied life. How are the children? When you look at the quality of the children, you know the quality of the people, right? Because that's our future. And if we don't start investing in them, man, it's going to be a horrible, hellified, terrifying future. So, it's approaching 10 o'clock. I won't hold y'all up. I appreciate all the eyes that I got. I need to mark in the book where I'm at. Because next week's, woo! Listen, fam. Next week's is going to be all the hizzle. Because all of them deal with children. The last 5 on this chapter deal with children. So now we're about to move into where we talk about initiation and we talk about mastery. That's where we going next week. So be sure to tune in, right? I do my shows every Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't ask me how I ended up on Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know, right? I try to do it an hour. I try to keep it an hour unless y'all get on and y'all want to chat and y'all want to talk. We could do that. I don't have no problem with that, right? But I need you to share. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need you to like my page and suggest other people to like the page, because we need to start building up the presence. Because the whole issue is, this summer I'm trying to do 6 different camping trips, and I need the support, right? I can't do it all out my pocket. When you donate, I make sure that you get you some ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? Those that are interested in looking up ambrosia, go to Gye-Nyamejourney.com. It's the first article on the page. It tells you about that ambrosia, right? What it is. You have any questions, call me. It's kombucha. You can look it up. But this is different because I use green tea and honey. It's healthy for you. One of the healthiest things probably out there. Now, also, keep in mind, I'm on Patreon. Check me out on what's the name of the YouTube page? All right, hold on. That's a damn shame. Gye-Nyame Journey. Gye-Nyame Journey. Also, you can look up Hatim. HA2TIM. Gye-Nyame. Gyenyame. I'm broadcasting on both of those. All right. So make sure you share and have a great and safe night. Ujima night. I inbox you. Okay. All right, y'all. I want to thank y'all. The amount of comments is growing each time we do it. Thank you very much. Let people know about the shows. I am out. Peace. All right, speaker fam. We are out. Thank you for your time. I'm going to fix this. What I may have to do is I may have to start posting my show at 10 p.m. Or because those that are on the channel, because right now I'm having this problem. When I'm live streaming, it's cutting off and it's making 3 and 4 shows, and I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to. Oh, my fault. This one is 1 complete hour. Okay, cool. All right. I don't think that's fair to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try this next week. If not, then I'm gonna start recording at 9, and you know that you can find me on Gye-Nyame Journey and listen in. Well, my fault. You know it'll be posted up by 10 o'clock. I will pre-record it and I will send it directly to you. I love each and every last one of you. I thank you for your support. I thank you for going to my website. I thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. And most of all, thank you for subscribing to my Spreaker station and help pushing me past 50,000 hits and over 100,000 hits on my blog. This is Brother Hatim, and I'm saying peace, love, and remember, the day of the week is Ujima. We on that Ujima. I'll be podcasting, and not podcasting. I'll be live streaming in the morning, so you catch me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna continue doing that. Hopefully, we can build this audience and do something great. Those people that subscribe to certain things, sign up for my webpage or sign up for the blog. Subscribe to the blog. You will get a free PDF of my next book. All right? Thank you, and you have a great night.